The years have been alright to Star Wars games, and there's been some good ones like The Force Unleashed and Battlefront, the LucasArts versions. And then there's some really bad ones, such as Star Wars Connect and Battlefront, the EA versions. But a few Star Wars games captured the spirit, the universe, and the lore quite like Knights of the Old Republic. You had all the magical ingredients to make a high Jedi pie. You got your Sith Lords, you got your lightsabers, Wookiees, even motherfucking hot ass Twi'lek bitches. What the fuck else do you need in a video game? Oh, you want some stories with real consequential outcomes depending on the choices you make in multi-layered conversations with amazingly voice-acted NPCs? Well, then this game got those too, Holmes. A few dashes of turn-based real-time combat, a leveling system that allows you to create the greatest of all Jedi or the darkest of all Sith, and then fuck me, man, you got one of the greatest RPG Star Wars licensed games. Shit, pick one. Pick 'em all. And the thing was, we knew it was special when it came out. It held the world in close and whispered, "I love you," and gifted us this game. BioWare had not just done a service to Microsoft, but to humanity as a whole. In the whole. When I played this game 15 years ago, fuck, it makes me old saying that. But damn it, 15 years ago I played this game when it came out, and it was amazing at the time. We hadn't had a good Star Wars game since Pod Racer on the N64 at the time. Have the years been kind to this once famed and renowned RPG, or will it fade with the rest of Star Wars into the ever blackness that is an oversaturated market fed up with its own bullshit? Is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic still worth playing today? Should we even care about the relics of a long abused and degraded franchise? Does it still hold something of value, of entertainment, or even lessons? Well, sit the fuck back, bucko, and strap in. We're about to kick this fucker into hyperspace. So I played around 25 hours of this game, and I can say that I don't regret a minute of it. Shit, I might have even enjoyed it more this time than I did the first time half a life ago. Let's start with that final twist of the game. Now, if you don't want any fucking spoilers or any of that kind of shit, then get the fuck out of here. You are the Dark Lord Revan, secretly saved during your last major battle, and have had your memories erased and your identity changed into a nameless servant of the Republic. Or enlisted, whatever they like to call their brainwashed servitude. But see, I wasn't down for that this playthrough. See, I remember all those years ago the second act twist that prepared me to complete my destiny this time and accept my rule as the dark ruler of the galaxy. So, with that in mind, I began to slaughter folks for fame and fortune, race a swoop like a bantam jockey, and kill anything or anyone that either did not agree or could not be manipulated by my powers in the Force. So a lot of people died. People die all the time. At least these ones didn't die by the hands of a peon or a child with their parents' handgun. Playing the bad guy, a follower of the dark side in this game, is entertaining. Some of us have to deal with the public shit day in, day out, so it's nice to tell a random alien to fuck off simply because they didn't give a better price on their bantha fodder. And those choices were some of the most fun I've had in a game in a long time. I mean, sure, you could pick the usual good answers, become a beacon of hope and justice throughout the galaxy. Or you could be like your Sith Lord Garbage Man and slaughter them all! But I wasn't a ruthless killer. Oh, no. I also had the guys to use people, even when that led to a light side increase. See, a true Dark Lord needs to know when to kill and when to use until a person is no longer useful. And people are always useful, more than just sexually, okay? But these choices led to some interesting twists, some uninteresting twists, and some straight up game breaking glitches. That is something I want to touch on here. A major reason this game will be receiving the score it does. I had one simple wish, a desire I didn't even know existed or had least forgotten about. And that is you can force persuade Zalbar, your Wookiee companion, into murdering his longtime and best friend right there on the moon of the Star Forge after you ascend to the Dark Lord title. Every time I tried to command him, it just reset to the LucasArts logo, as if I had done something so dark, so unprepared that the developers hadn't actually put it in the game, figuring no one could be that depraved, that unforgiving. I mean, that just plain mean. Fuck, man. But try and try again, I did. The Dark Lord gaming garbage man, and time again did this game refuse my commands. Zalbar just roars like a retard, and that's it. Back to the LucasArts logo staring me in the face, saying, Hey, we know you didn't know about this choice in the game, and we're really glad that you chose it. It's just, well, see, you can't really do that. We put it in there humorously, like we weren't expecting you to be that big of a fucking dick. Well, you must not have heard of me, you Bioware fucks, because I'm the gaming garbage man, and I wanted to choose to have the Wookiee tear the limbs off his still living friend. Was that too much to ask? I did a couple different things, but it seems the only way would have been to go back hours and hours prior, and maybe selected different dialogue choices, or changed up the weapons and armor. See, while I might be a Dark Lord of the Sith, I'm not someone who likes to replay content that I just played. It's like watching a movie back to back, not the greatest thing in the world. You can kind of ruin it, actually. You won't even have time to make a decision of whether you liked it or not before the fucking thing starts up right again. I could replay a video game about once every 15 years. Fuck doing it minutes right after. So from there, things got a little dicey, like more glitchy than Korriban. Endless waves of enemies, causing significant slowdown in combat. It became the Dark Souls of RPGs. I was sailing along, having a difficult battle here and there, but nothing required such fine-tuned attention as those final few sections of the Star Forge. And the fucking robots. If the curator hadn't been there, I'd probably still be trying to fight them. I thought there was some pattern you had to kill the robots in, not just walk up to their control panel and just shut it down. But it was down, and Malik was eventually defeated, allowing me to rule the galaxy, unopposed by the Republic, Jedi, or even glitched out battles that fuck you all up. The combat is one of the weaker aspects of this game. While it's fun to choke people and sling lightsabers at them, it's not fun to have retarded team members who shoot only what they decide is fun to shoot at the moment, before switching to another random target, all in an undermined way to make sure that as many enemies are as alive as possible. So much fun. The friendly AI is frustrating even outside of combat, forcing you to wait in the event that they hit a pole or just decide to stop following you for any number of reasons. Thankfully, you are given on-the-fly character switching, so if one of your slightly slower team members has difficulty going around a corner, you can manually navigate them. BioWare thought of everything. Speaking of everything, the thing they could have dumped was the weak upgrade system. Not many options, except in lightsabers, colors, but nothing that stood out as truly game-changing. They needed much more upgrade options for it to be taken seriously, of which I don't think they did. But that's not why anyone has ever played or praised Knights of the Old Republic. Its true heart lies in its rich characters and engrossing stories. BioWare was already known for excellent world making, and their take on a Star Wars universe thousands of years before its big screen debut was and still is a breath of fresh air in an industry that praises games like Life is Strange. The choices in dialogue are unique and branching, making any Telltale game look like a coloring book for children. From helping widowed wives get off a shithole planet like Tatooine, to killing 2 Jedi Knights trying to stop the evil corruption of the galaxy, no decision is taken too lightly, and each carries weight throughout your entire playthrough. Rating is a 4 out of 5. I really enjoy this game. It holds up, and the nice touches of polish and the near re-release of this original shows the love that was in it. I mean, the game is beautiful, and the effects they use add to its charm and character, taking nothing away in terms of gameplay and finesse. Microsoft is always proud of this game, and it shows in their patches for it to run on the Xbox One, looking even better than the full motion video sequence in the game, and something has to be said to that. There's only one thing that kept this game from getting a perfect score, and that's the glitches. 15 years is long enough to fix any long-standing bug and provide the gamers with a buttery smooth experience, not a choppy ice cubes in a blender experience. We need a lot more slop and a lot less chop. I recommend this game to anyone who likes story-based gameplay, Star Wars, science fiction RPGs, or even fans of BioWare back when BioWare was good. While it may not be flawless, it was the best at the time, and the Force is strong with it even 15 years later. This was the Dark Sith Lord Gaming Garbage Man. We'll see you in the next game, gamers. Play on.